theological by the time I was 3. In all my teen years, I rebelled and did all the worldly things, you know, the fast cars, chasing the girls and all those nice things you do when you're a teenager. But by the time I turned 19, I realized that the world had nothing to offer me. Nothing at all. So fortunately or unfortunately, I went back to the Jehovah's Witnesses. I spent all my teenage years from 13 to 19, you know, smoking weed and listening to good rock and roll, and I still do. But I went back to the Witnesses, the Jehovah's Witnesses, and till 2005. And then I left them because I realized that it's first of all, it's not Christianity, it's pretend, it's fake. Then I learned that they were 501c3 registered churches. So for 2 years I was in limbo. I had all this knowledge. I've been reading Immanuel Velikovsky, Alexander Hislop, Isaac Asimov since I was a teenager. So I had all this knowledge. I've been reading the Bible since I was 3. So I had the scriptures on the one hand, and I had all the secular historical knowledge on the other hand. There's nothing I didn't read. I've only read one fictional book in my life. And that was given to me on the last day of primary school as a gift for when I moved to high school at the age of 12. It's the only fictional book I have ever read. Everything else is non-fictional because there's been
what was the book? The book
was called The Seven Gates. Something about the 7 gates. I wish I could remember it. Yeah, The 7 Gates. It's a good book. Beautiful. I read it twice. It's the only fictional, you know. Otherwise, apart from that, I'm just not into fiction. It's a waste of time. But you did sum it up. It's been music and philosophy all my life. So here I am, and 10 years ago, basically, I came out as a what we call a flat earther, whereas before that, I was using the original geocentric model. Before that, since 2011, so there was 4 years that I was using this model, which I'm going to use today, to show you the true model of the cosmos. But I was using geocentric Copernican explanations until I realized in 2014 all the flat earth videos were turning up and people were sending them to me. And I thought, well, here I am, I'm a truther, right? I'm supposed to be someone who's sharing the truth with people and no more of this pseudoscience bullshit. So I thought, well, I've got to look into this, don't I? I've known since I was a little boy that the ancients, all the ancient cultures knew and believed that the earth was flat and stationary. But I ridiculed that, of course, because the Jehovah's Witnesses, they use scripture and twist it to try and prove that it's a sphere, which nowhere in the Bible does it say that. In fact, there are 60 scriptures, which I will share with you, which say that the earth is stationary, flat, and immovable forever and ever and ever. That's 60 scriptures. I'll show you those in a minute. So here I am for decades, knocking on people's doors saying, oh, look how smart we are now. We know the Earth's a sphere. And the dumb Christians in the 1st century and the dumb Greeks, Anaximander and Pythagoras and Plato were teaching, and Aristotle, that it was flat and stationary. Yes, they were. Please do not listen to any of these so-called flat earthers who say that Pythagoras was a geocentrist, a centrist. First of all, he was a vegan genius, because those two words go together. Thank you very much. Any murdering and eating of rotting corpse makes you stupid, and you'll never get syncretism, and you'll never have all the truth. So all the geniuses, Tesla, Da Vinci, they're all vegans, of course. So Pythagoras is not a stupid globetard. He knows, like anyone who has all their full senses, that the Earth is not moving. It's dead still. Dead, 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 dead still. There are machines, seismic machines, that can prove that. So laugh all you want, all the people who think they're flying on a Santa potato, but you'll be destroyed today forever. And you will never, ever, ever sit on the wall with Humpty Dumpty and have a great fall. He was a ball, Humpty Dumpty, an egg, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him back together again. Well, that's what's happening to the Humpty Dumpty, Jesuit, satanic, demonic, flying sort of dirt in space. Well, that's the funniest thing ever, and people believe it. People believe that dumb shit, and yet they can tell. You can just tell you that everything's standing still, dead still. The only time the Earth ever moves is when there's an earthquake. So with just one point that I've prepared today, I'm going to smash the globe forever. Just one point. Simple. One easy point. And I've got thousands, and they're all in my videos going back 10 years, thousands of proofs, and yet the globetards do not even have a quarter of a proof. They don't have a thing. There's not a thing. There's not one thing that they have brought to the table to prove that the Earth is stationary. In fact, before I begin, I want to make a suggestion, proposition, proposal. We in the true stationary flat Earth community, we raise $100,000 for a reward to anyone, and it's going to be the first person in history, by the way, because no one has ever done this. They will get $100,000 to prove that we're living on a flying Santa potato. Or we can even broaden it out a bit more. We can raise $1 million. People love money. Imagine all these ego-tripping globetards who are as dumb as dog shit, stone motherless, dumb as dog shit. Not one proof. Imagine them trying to get this $1 million. We could even get Elon Musk's attention and raise it to $1 billion. He's got $100 billion, right? So if we get Elon Musk's attention on Twitter with this video and say, hey, Elon, since you've invested billions of dollars in your flying space car, and it's so fake that it's real, it looks so fake that it's real, why don't we perhaps settle the argument, Elon? You know the argument. There are people that are telling the world with proof that the Earth doesn't move, scientific proof, not pseudoscience, evidences, facts, ancient books that were written, it's all flat and stationary. So I think Elon Musk, pretending to be the truther that he is, how about I say this to you right in your face, Elon Musk? How about raising $1 billion And let's talk about your flying space car, shall we? And whether we're living on a flying Santa potato or a Neil deGrasse Tyson flying Santa pear-shaped. It's a ablate. That's what we call it. We call it an ablate spheroid. That's what we call it. We magicians, we deceivers, we Freemasons. You know, yeah, that's what we call it. An oblate sphere. It's a bit chubbier at the bottom. It's like a pair of tits. But the blue marble people, the blue ballers, they're all heterosexual flat earthers. So the blue ballers, right? They're fixed on a blue marble because they've got blue balls. No, sorry, those guys, they're the gay ones. They are the gay globetards. The heterosexual ones, they're on the Jesuit Neil deGrasse Tyson side with the pear-shaped, because they love, I mean, every man loves, I'm speaking from myself, right? Loves a beautiful, curvaceous woman with a beautiful, curvaceous hairdo. And a great set of teeth. You know, so we got the straight globetards who like to fondle their titties, and then we've got the blue ballers who've got big problems with their balls because it's a blue marble, and that's why they called it a blue marble. It's not blue, it's green. The Earth is green. It's a green marble. It's not blue, it's green. The Earth's color is not blue. The sky's color is blue. The Earth is known as either red or green. It has never, ever in history been called blue until the blue marble. It has green vegetation and it is red earth. In fact, that's what it's called in Hebrew, Adama, red earth. And Adam means red man. So there's my proposal. Let's settle it once and for all. What we'll do is we'll have all the people from the flat earth community vote for 5 of their nominated representatives to represent and prove that the earth is stationary and flat. And on this side, we'll have all the globetard community. They can pick their 5 best. Oh, gee, I hope they pick Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye the Liar Guy. They will. And we'll make fools out of these retard actors forever. Because no one will resist $1 million or $1 billion, nor $100,000. We can easily raise $100,000. If we up the antes to $1 million, the winners, the 5 winners, get $500,000, and the other $500,000 goes to all the homeless people. There's my suggestion. It's the only way, because it's the only way we're going to settle this, because it's already been proven in court that the Earth's stationary and flat. That was done 2 years ago. What was the name of the guy there, Ian?
I know what you mean. Yeah, the Native American guy, not Banjo, is it? It's I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, he proved it in a court of law. Yeah, he did.
Right. Okay. So it's done. It's gone. It's gone to court. The Earth is flat and stationary. Case fucking closed. Now, because there's so many zombies and dumb, stupid, ugly people on this planet at the moment, unfortunately, they're still going to want their popular public opinion. So we'll give it to them. We'll give them the show of their life. $100,000 for the first person in history to prove. Has to prove it. We're going to have scientists there. We're going to have judges there, officials. We are going to make this. This is just a suggestion. I'm not going to organize it. If there's anyone out there, and I'm sure that there's a lot of flat earthers that have got millions of dollars, they can put up $1 million. This is the only way to do it. It's no use going to a court. You know what the courts are like. They're corrupt. We have social media. We can do this on social media. The globe, the Santa globe, will be gone for fucking ever. It will go to hell where it came from, right from the devil's loins. And I'll prove that with one thing. And here it is. Okay, so supposedly, now let me share my screen and we'll show you. See, this is what stupid globetards have got no idea about because they're stupid. And I suspect that their mothers were not good mothers. My mother was a virgin when she got married, and she just had the one man all her life. I do sincerely believe that these people who are working for the liars, the Copernican liars, the Jesuits and their flying globe, I believe the problem goes back to their DNA. They need to check what their mother was up to before they had them. That's what I think. Yeah, because brothel children, they don't sort of have good anything. Everything in their life, because they're born in brothels, is useless. So they're useless eaters. They might as well die. They keep repeating lies, and I can prove that we're not on a flying Santa potato with just one thing. Disregarding all the thousands of facts that are in my tens and tens and tens of videos, and you can find them all over my media, I've got millions of facts. This is just one that will smash globetardery for fucking ever. Ever. The greatest satanic lie that has ever been perpetrated. And it's only a couple hundred years old, if not 100. It doesn't even go back to Copernicus. I mean, they resisted it, then they had to pull out Galileo 100 years later. And they didn't believe him either, because they knew it was stationary. And so then they pulled out Newton with his theory of gravity another 100 years later. And still in the 1700s, they were still arguing it. So the astronomer royal, James Bradley, he confirmed that it was stationary in 1729. He was the king's astronomer for 50 years. James Bradley, in 1729, he did the first telescope experiment, which George Airy did 150 years later in 1879. And he was astronomer royal as well. So we have two astronomer royals, the two greatest astronomers in history, James Bradley and George Airy. They both did the same telescope filled with water experiment, and they proved that the Earth's stationary and that the ether and the stars and the sun and the moon are going around it. There's two astronomer royals. And I haven't begun with the list of geniuses that have proven scientifically with repeatable observable and repeatable experiments. And yet, the globetards do not have one. There's not one experiment. In fact, Einstein, the retard, he said on his deathbed, he says, I know and believe that there is no experiment that can prove that the Earth is moving, and yet it moves. But wait a minute, you dunce. Not only do you look like a dunce, you sound like a dunce when you talk like that. You just fucking said that there's no experiment that can prove it. So therefore, you have denied James Bradley, George Airy, Sagnac, Michelson Morley, Pierluigi Ghina, Guglielmo Marconi, inventor of the radio, Tesla, Nikola Tesla, a retard Jesuit, has destroyed those more intelligent people? No way. Einstein, all Einstein amounted to was a piece of dog poo about a 1 inch long and a centimetre thick. That's Einstein, a piece of dog poo. Stupid as a piece of freaking dog poo. So have a look. Let's have a look at the. See, no globetard knows this. This is how stupid they are. See, here's a chance for screenshot globetards. All the globetards. I know I'm not talking to them in your audience there, Ian. I know you've got intelligent people there, but should there be a globetard there that is still so arrogant and opinionated to think that we're living on a fucking flying Santa potato? Oh God, please have mercy. Just this alone will make you look so fucking stupid today. You'll have your tail between your legs for fucking ever. Okay, so number one. These are the 4 motions of the Earth, supposedly. We are rotating on an axis at 1,035 miles an hour, which is Mach 1.3. Okay, we can handle 1,000 miles an hour, which is 1.3 times the speed of sound. Look, we'll do that. Oh, but we've got an orbit around the sun. Now, it orbits around the sun at 66,600 miles an hour, which is 86 Mach. Now we're getting into 86 times the speed of sound. So the Earth is actually flying around the sun at 86 times the speed of sound. Now you guys know that nothing can resist. There's no material known to man that can resist more than 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 Mach. You know that, don't you? Do you guys know that there is no material known to man? Let's lift the level up. Let's go to 20 Mach. Do you know of any material that cannot deatomize at the speed of 20 Mach? Anyone in the audience?
No. Velcro.
Titanium? I don't know. Is there an alloy? Is there anything that can freaking resist? Look, supposedly when the remember when that spaceship came in? What do they call those? The Columbus or the Columbia? The
Space shuttle.
All right. Remember when it burned up?
Yeah.
You know how fast it was doing?
No. How fast?
About 1,000 miles an hour, just a little bit over the speed of sound. At the most, I think it was doing Mach 2. And it burned up. Okay. All right, so these are the only 2 movements that the stupid sons of very, very naughty women This is the only two movements that they acknowledge. They don't realize that Copernicus, the Jesuit satanic demonic liar, also said that the sun is orbiting the Milky Way galaxy at 550 mile an hour, which is Mach 716. And then he said the Milky Way galaxy, which we are living in, is orbiting the center of the universe at, guess what? 650 million miles an hour. So every time you have a cup of coffee with your friend at the coffee shop for an hour, you've gone from here and you've traveled 650 million miles through space. You had a couple of cigarettes, you had 2 coffees, you talked about how good sex was last night, he had a one-night stand, you made love to your wife, had a glass of wine, it was beautiful. In 1 hour of having coffee, you say, see you later, your friend, I've got to go back to work, and you've moved 650 million miles in 1 hour. Now, let's have a look at the Mach. How many times is that the speed of sound? 847,000. I want you to remember this number, guys. 847,000 times the speed of sound. Now, for a start, no matter how much you think about it and meditate about it, you can possibly, as a human, you cannot possibly conceive these speeds. You cannot. You can't even freaking comprehend 5. Mach 5. You cannot comprehend it. You just can't. You can't. And yet we're supposed to believe that we're flying at 847,000 Mach. Okay. This is how stupid they are. Okay. Absolutely stupid. Now, let's do the etymology of, all right, now hang on. First, I want to go back to this because this is my one point. This is my smasher. This is it. Okay, so let's get back to my camera so you can see my ugly face. Yep, still ugly. Good. All right, now. So, I wish we weren't doing this on Skype because I could see my oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, hang on. I know how to do this. I want to see how, you know, I like being humorous. People who know me know this. Okay, so all right. So we're flying at 800. Can you guys see me in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't, so it doesn't matter. All right, so you guys, so here we are, and we've been told by the Jesuit murderous liars that we're flying in that direction over there, maybe, I don't know, east. We've got to be going in a direction, right? It's got to be either there or over there, or it has to be there. Where are we going? Because it should be so easy to say, there's the marker, Polaris. As you can tell, because we're flying at 847,000 times the speed of sound, you can see that the stars where we're going, they're getting brighter, and the stars behind us, exactly over there, that you can see that they're getting lighter and lighter every day. In fact, there was a star once there called Gazubilibub that was registered 2,000 years ago by the Greeks. Well, we're flying so fast that it's no longer there. And so we've got 2 markers. You see, all those stars in front of us, they're getting brighter every day. There's new random stars every day. You know, there's not Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, etc. They're not always going around and around in circles, are they? There's always different stars, right? There's I mean I mean, we're flying at 847 thousand times the speed of sound. But here's the thing, right? So this is how they get away with it. Oh yeah, well, because, well, you see, the stars are a gazillion light years away. See? So you can't see that we're going so fast. Well, do you know such a thing as the word parallax? Right, so you're sitting in a parallax is when one object is far away from you and one is close. Now, I'm going to keep these fingers right in front of my camera. They should be aligned. Are they aligned? Oh, yeah. All right. So you're in a train. This is a tree, and this is a tree on the mountain. Okay. So you're moving that way now. What happens to this tree here? This tree goes whoosh. But this tree slowly in the background. But all these other trees in front, they're all going past your window. But you can still focus on this tree for about half an hour. This is called parallax. So when you're standing in a syzygy, so you, the viewer, this guy standing here, and me, we're in syzygy. That's what an alignment of planets is called, a syzygy. Now, what happens though, see, is when we move your position, now we have parallax, because I've moved to the left, to the right. See, I was here before, so yeah, but now I'm going over here. So now we have what's called parallax. So you see, if the stars in front of us, if they can't give us a marker as to where the fuck we are going at 847,000 mark, if they can't say Alcyone, Regulus, Aldebaran, Betelgeuse, Lyra, if they can't point to anywhere where we're going, because nothing's changed in the sky. I check it. The Egyptians have been checking it. They've got records for 470,000 years. And yet Aries is still the same shape. So here's the kicker. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, they don't change shape. Here's the kicker. Because when you look at Aries or any sign, any constellation, there's 88 of them for you to choose. Just pick one. So I grew up in Australia, and we had the Centaur, one of the deacons of Virgo, and the Southern Cross. Sorry, the Southern Cross is in Libra. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Centaurus is this big, it's like Orion. You know, it's big. Orion is the most notable. And Scorpio, Orion and Scorpio opposite each other, they are the most notable signs in the sky. But in the Southern Hemisphere, it's Centaurus, and there's the Southern Cross. We used to see it every day. There's the Southern Cross doing circles, right? Okay. Now, in Centaurus, supposedly, Alpha Centaurus is the closest star to the Earth. It's only 8 light years away. Now, there's a star right next to it that's about 600 million light years away. Now, what's happening to the stars to our left and our right? If those ones are getting brighter, which they should be, and the ones behind us are getting dimmer, which they should be every freaking day, every day, where's the parallax over here? Because that star in Aries, which is in Alpha Centaurus, which is 8 light years away, and the one right next to it's 100 million light years away. Where's the parallax, people? That smashes the movement of the Earth. The Earth does not move. No one is upside down. I didn't grow up upside down in Australia. Well, I do have a big head. Maybe I did. It's a level plane and it's provable. And I'm going to do that right now. But first of all, that one fact alone, guys, that one fact alone, that supposedly we are flying you saw it, you saw the four Copernican Jesuit demonic motions. That alone proves that we're living on a stationary Earth, because we would have random stars every day. We wouldn't be getting the same old boring Aries, Taurus, Gemini. It's just, if you're a God believer, you got to sack God, because he's put on a really freaking boring show for flying at 847,000 times the speed of sound. It's pretty boring. The stars, they never change. And if you're a Big Bang guy and you believe in the boogeyman that made all these things, well, then you should sack him too, because he's a boring mofo as well. I would sack any stupid mofo who claims to have made a flying Santa potato or pear, whichever fruit you fancy. You know, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna share my screen because I've got too many things to go through real quick. This is going to be quick from now on, because I want people to screenshot these, because this is the end of globe-tartery and global agenda, global warming, global lockdowns, global governance, global community, global religion, global economy, and there's no globe. There is no globe. Yes, there is a sphere and a cube, but we're going to get to that. This is where everyone gets their knickers in a knot, because all right, what I'm going to show you is we're living in a geo-heliocentric system, but it's geocentric first and heliocentric second, like Tycho Brahe had it. He had it absolutely right. He said the Earth is the center and the sun goes around with the planets. So the planets are going around the sun. In that sense, they are heliocentric, but the Earth, the stationary Earth, Mother Earth, they are all going around the sun in harmony or functionally with the Earth. It's a geocentric system. Pythagoras taught it, Plato taught it, Aristotle taught it, all the Greeks taught it, and I'm going to prove it in 5 minutes. Okay, am I sharing my screen?
Yes.
All right, have a look at this, guys. I just want to start with this. If you go to Lookout Mountain in Tennessee, you will see 7 states. You know that's impossible on flat Earth, right? Okay, you'll see Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama. There you go. Absolutely, totally, futilely impossible on a curved surface. Okay, forget about it. So, etymology online dictionary, planet, looks pretty much like plane, doesn't it? Right? Well, it is, because everything you're going to find here when you go to etymology, hang on, Etymon line. There you go, Etymon line, but it's called Online Etymology Dictionary. Okay, put the word planet in, and there you go, flat, to spread. It's flat. It's flat. Okay, let's keep going. What else have we got here? You will see this for yourself when you look it up. Level, flat, flat, flat. I love the word flat. Flat, to spread, flat. Okay, it's flat. Planet means flat. Look at this, Latin, planus, flat, level, even, plain, clear. It is flat. The Earth is a planet, which means it is effing flat. Okay, go to my Universal Truth School website. This is my website, guys. Now, go to the tab here, go to Syncretism Writings, okay? And then the first article, the open place of the earth. Here it is in the Bible, guys. Here it is in the Bible. It's Revelation. Remember this scripture, Revelation 29. Share it with all the Bible believers that you know who believe in the demonic Jesuit globalism lie. And yeah, teach them their own Bible. It says here, and they went to war upon an open place of the earth. Open place of the earth. What does open place? What word did that come from? Which is Greek. Let's have a look at the word. The word happens to be platus. There it is. Plate. Platus. It's a plate. You can go to your Strong's Concordance and you can look up Revelation 20 verse 9 and it will tell you it's talking about a flat dish, a flat earth, and the war that was held on a flat earth, a flat earth. Here it is. They went on the broad plain of the earth and circled the camp of the saints in the city, but fire came down from heaven and devoured them completely. There it is, the broad planet of the earth. It is a freaking plane according to the Bible. And here are all the scriptures. Now, I don't know, there's 60 Bible verses. I don't know if you're going to, when I click on it, it doesn't work for me. This is what happens. So I'm going to have to get someone to fix my back end of my website. The back end's, it's been hacked, so that you can. I think you guys, when you guys click on here, it'll work for you. It won't work for me. This video's been deleted, but this has not, and we're going to get to this. Anaximedes, and look what he says. Anaximedes, like Anaximander, who lived before Plato and after Pythagoras, gives an account of how our world came to be out of previously existing matter. According to Anaximenes, Earth was formed from air by a felting process. It began as a flat disk from evaporations from the Earth. Fiery bodies arose, which came to be the heavenly bodies, which we call the planets, which they're not. They're not planets, they're wandering stars, Jupiter, Saturn, etc. The Earth floats on a cushion of air. The heavenly bodies, or at least the sun and the moon, seem also to be flat bodies that float on streams of air. We call this aerogel. On one account, I mean, humans can make this technology. I'm pretty sure God can. Just saying. On one account, the heavens are like a felt cap that turns around the head. The stars may be fixed to this surface like nails. In another account, the stars are like fiery leaves floating on air. The sun does not travel under the earth, but circles around it, on top of it. It is hidden by the higher parts of the earth at night. I really want you guys to check this guy out. Now, these links as well, these are all the links that I've collected of all the ancient cultures that taught that the earth was a spherical, toroidal field, like a ball with a flat plane of inertia in the middle, which is called the planet, and we are surrounded by the sphere. We live in the sphere of the earth, and the plane that we walk on is flat, 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 flat. It is called the plane of inertia, period. If you don't know that, you'll never know anything ever, ever, ever. You will go to your grave an ignoramus. Here's the Suez Canal. Now, it's 120 miles long, right? Now, this video has been taken out, but there are other videos showing trips on the Suez Canal. Now, have a listen to this, right? In this video that they took down, it says the Suez Canal is 120 miles long, which should have about, I don't know, it should have about a mile of curvature, right? A mile of curvature. Okay, let's say about a mile. It has no gates or locks. It's totally flat, as are all oceans. In the introduction, at the 50-second mark of the below video documentary on the Suez Canal, the narrator says that there are no locks built into the canal. Why? He says, because the two seas are the same level. The Mediterranean and the Red Sea oceans are level with the canal. Well, let's have a look at this, please. Let's just have a look at okay. Hang on a minute. So you're saying that this Mediterranean Sea here, which spans about 1,000 miles, right? Let's say 1,000 miles is level with the Red Sea here, and there's the Suez Canal. Can you see the Suez Canal, guys?
Yeah.
That's 120 miles from Suez here. From here to here, there are no locks, no gates. It's 120 miles long, which should have 1 mile of curvature, and yet the engineers said we didn't need them because this sea here, which is thousands of miles long, is level with the Red Sea here, which is 1,000 miles long. So there is no fucking curvature, period. Move on. Sorry for the French. And okay, so the ancients said that man is the measure of the universe. If you do not know that Adam Kadmon, which is you, your body, if you do not know that the whole universe is in your body, in all of your atoms, and all the stars and the moon and the sun and everything that exists is in your body, and that man is the measure of the universe, you know nothing. Okay? Don't say that you know one thing. You know nothing if you do not know that man is the measure of the universe. So if you say, oh, well, we'll never know what the universe is like, and we'll never, yes, we freaking do. We've been told it's the same as a man, and this is how it is. And this is, see the circle and the cube? This is going to be important in a few minutes, guys. In a few minutes, you will see why Leonardo da Vinci put the Vitruvian Man, and right in the middle is his dick. Interesting. And guess what? The Neoplatonists also put the dick as the sun, and there's Saturn, there's Jupiter, there's Mars, there's the sun, there's the moon, Mercury and Venus, and they're all going, and up in the heavens is the zodiac. All right, we're going to understand this in a minute. This is Adam Kadmon. This is the tree. This is Mount Meru. Now, notice he's standing with 1 foot on the water, 1 foot on the land, and this is the magnetic mountain, the man. This is Brahma, Abraham, and Polaris is right there on the top of his head. And this is the man of the tree of life. Okay? Your spinal cord, your spinal column, that is the hyperbola of the universe. Okay? You'll understand what that means one day. Look at this. Have a look at these scientists down here. See these small puny men down here? They knew that this was the cosmos. That's why every temple is shaped in a cross, in the shape, every cathedral is in the shape of a man with his arms horizontally outstretched. Why is that? And why do you enter the cathedral at the feet? And why is the altar and the Holy of Holies right at the head where Aries is? And at the cathedral, you'll see two doors, the two fish of Pisces, and you walk in those two doors and you stand here in the torso, and the priest is here in the altar, Taurus, which is another word for altar, and every cathedral has this, and every cathedral has a wing that goes that way, and it has a wing that goes that way. The altar is always here, and the people enter into the two doors at the fish at the front, and they go through here and they go into the heart to listen to the priest that speaks here. Okay, man is the measure of the universe. Know that, or no diddly squat. Now here's the Nullarbor Plains in Australia, 800 kilometres or 400 miles. I've been on this road, people. There are no trees. That's what Nullarbor means, no trees. 100% flat. You can put a level on that, and from there to there, from here, look at that, man. That's all flat. That's 800 kilometres of Australia. It is flat, 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 flat. Now, this is the system that I've got behind me. We're going to look at this, guys. How am I going with time, Ian?
Yeah, keep going.
Good. So take note of this system. Earth is always in the middle. It's geocentric. Moon is second, first of the so-called orbs or planets, because the Earth, so-called planets, because the Earth is the only planet. There's no other planet. There's only one planet. There's the Earth, and everything else are luminous bodies. Read all the ancient books, or stay ignorant and call Jupiter a planet. I don't care, because I'm not a dumb F. So I'm not going to do that. So Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. These are the 10 concentric spheres, like an onion, in which we live. Yes, we live inside a sphere. It's a toroidal sphere, and we live inside it. And this is what I'm going to show you now. This is the Aristotelian, the Neoplatonic, the Platonic, and the Pythagorean system of the Earth. And I'm going to show it to you behind me right now. Yeah, we did that. What else have we got? Okay, let's unshare. Why is that so big and ugly? Let's get that back down to there. I've been playing with little freaking buttons. How do I unshare? Am I sharing?
You are at the minute, yeah.
Okay, well, where's, oh, unshare, here it is.
Hey, you back.
All right, guys, so you can see me, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is the world you live in, guys. You live inside an apple or an onion or whatever you want to call it, but you're not moving. You're floating, but you're not moving. And I'm going to explain all that. It takes a lot to explain this because there are so many flat earthers that have got their painting. They're all, everybody's got little bits of the thing, and they're all good and everything, but they're all fucking it up because they don't know the true model that's been around forever, for a start, which I've been teaching since 2011. Since my first syncretism presentation that I ever did, I used this model right here. It's astrological. It's Aristotelian. They're still teaching it in all the universities. It's Pythagorean. It is Platonic. It's Neoplatonic and Mayan. It is Incan. It is every freaking culture under the sun, bar none, bar none. There is not one culture who thought that we're flying on a Santa potato. Not one, because they were much wiser than we were. See the Glastonbury Cathedral, see the Vatican way before the flat Earth came along, the Jesuit globe came along. They built the Vatican. See the Great Wall of China. See all the cathedrals that they built 1,000 years. The pyramids 5,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago. Go to Peru and see that they were much fucking smarter than we are. We are as dumb as dog shit right now, like dumb as dog shit, and we smell like it as well. Hey guys, pleased to inform you that this is where you live. Gaia, the Earth. It's green. It's not a blue marble. Okay? Don't worry about these blue ballers.
Santos, can you lift your camera up slightly?
Yeah. Okay.
There you go, bro. Thank you.
Is that? Can you see everything?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't worry about the blue ballers, and don't worry about the Santa Titty boys flying at 847. We're stationary. Relax. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to fall off the edge of the earth. We're not going to fall off the bottom of the Santa ball. By the way, in Australia, they wear lead boots. Yeah, they have to have about, I don't know, I think it's 40 kilos now because the theory of gravity, since it can't suck a fart, I mean, gravity, where's gravity when you need it? When you're in Australia, it will... All the container ships going down to the bottom of Australia, they're all getting sucked up. But every smelly, you know, when you're standing in a public space in a bus or something, and the guy next to you pops a fart, right? What happens? Does gravity suck it down so you don't smell it? Nope. The fart just goes woof, and it goes straight into your nose, and you're like, you just want to vomit. Where's gravity when you need it? Gravity can't even suck a fart. It's a theory. Has gravity, has Newton, Isaac, by the way, Isaac Newton means I sacrifice new atomic knowledge. I'm giving. I sacrifice. He makes a sacrifice by selling his soul to the devil. He was also deeply into the occult and deeply into satanic things. Okay, remember in 1666, when the Sesame KV system started, that's when he released his hocus pocus theory, which still hasn't been upgraded and it never fucking will. So all you people that are trying to fall off the bottom of the Santa ball in Australia, you might as well forget about it, because gravity can't even suck your farts. So you've already fallen off the bottom of Australia. No use going to Australia, guys, unless you go with your lead boots. All right, so the first ring is the moon. Above, I have the astrological symbol, and below, for all the non-astrological people, I have named the planets for your convenience. Number one, onion ring around us. These are toroidal fields. By the way, in the secular world, this is what they call spheres and belts. Have you heard of ionosphere, stratosphere, thermosphere, blah, blah, blah sphere, another dickhead sphere, another moron sphere, the asteroid belt? Now we go to belts. The asteroid belt, the Kuiper belt, the Van Allen belt. So we've got spheres and belts and spheres and belts and spheres and belts. Well, because you're retarded, aren't you, all you pseudoscience Jesuits? Retarded, I mean dumb, stupid. These are all the torus fields that are impacting, compressing, radiating and gravitating, so that the sun on the ecliptic, this is the ecliptic, which has the zodiac on it. The zodiac is on here. The zodiac of the firmament, which precesses, in tropical astrology, we ignore this. This doesn't mean shit. This is the true zodiac. I'll show it to you right here. Aries. I'll show you the true zodiac right here, sweethearts. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, and guess what the symbol for the Earth is in astrology? Yeah, exactly. That's what the symbol, that's the symbol for the moon, that's Mercury, that's Venus, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. In astrology, that circle with the cross in it, I should have done it black, that is the Earth, sweethearts. Never forget this. It's flat. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Forget about these constellations here, guys, in the firmament. Aries here, it's only about 20 degrees. It's a constellation, it's only about 20 degrees long. Okay? Virgo, Virgo takes up about 60 degrees of the sky. It's not, then the constellations are not what zodiac is about. It's the fucking ecliptic. It's tropical astrology. Tropical, not sidereal. This sidereal precession means diddly squat, because every year, March the 21st, the equinox happens here. June 21st, solstice happens here. September 23rd, autumnal equinox happens here. Winter, December 21st, invernal solstice happens here, and that never changes. It doesn't matter if this zodiac changes. It doesn't matter, because this is the tropical zodiac, and they're all 30 degrees. They're all 30 degrees. Okay. So we've got Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Uranus is the firmament, guys. In the Bible, the firmament is called Rakia. Revelation 1, Genesis 1:6, the firmament. Can you guys see this?
Just about, not really.
How's that?
Oh, shit. Where are you?
Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how to get rid of the bit at the end. Can you make your screen go big, Santos?
My screen go bigger?
I don't know what I've done there. It is my screen. I wish I knew what I was doing.
I don't know. But it's very important that you see this, guys. It's very, very, very imperative. It's imperative. This is where we live. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The firmament is called Rakia. You can't see that?
Yeah, we can now.
All right. Above that is Neptune. Neptune is Poseidon, the waters above. The waters, the crystalline sea in astrology. In Revelation chapter 4, verse 6, it says this is the throne of God. No, this is before the throne of God, because the primum mobile. Oh shit, I didn't put that down. The first motion, that's the throne of God. This, in the Bible, it says, and the waters above, the crystalline sea, is before the throne of God. So the firmament is the zodiac belt, the eighth sphere, Uranus, which means heavens. That's where all the stars are. The stars are in the firmament. The vault of the heavens, that is where Neptune or Poseidon rule. This is probably what they call the Van Allen belt, or I don't know. They can't penetrate this yet. They'll never penetrate this. And this is like solid. It's called the first motion, the primum mobile in Latin. Because it goes this way. It goes that way, but all these planets, these wandering stars, these 7, they're all going the other way. Everything is turning against the primum mobile. Everything, all of these 9 are turning opposite to him, the first motion, and it's black and it is solid. This is water, and this is also a firmament. So you have the firmament of heaven, the vault of heaven, and the dome of heaven, ruled by Pluto. Hades. In the Bible, Pluto is in Greek. That's Latin. That's Latin, Pluto, and Hades is Greek. Now, Beyond this Russian doll system that we live in, doll within doll within doll within doll, this is the theatre that is all centered around here. It's geocentric. It's geocentric. But the sun on the ecliptic in the middle, see, he's in the middle of the Earth, right? You've got, so there's the middle, and there's Saturn. Let's move outwards. Let's move outwards. 1, 2. No, sorry, we start from 1, 2, 3. Well, anyway, it's in the middle. You'll work it out. Just think about it. The ecliptic is where the zodiac is. It's in the middle, and it is producing the star. The sun is the star of the show. And outside of this is called Coelum Imperium Habitaculum Dei et Omnium Electorum. Can you see that, guys?
A little bit. What does it mean?
Huh? No?
Yeah, we can see it a bit, Santos. Yeah. What does it mean?
Okay. The heavens, the ceiling, coelum, your ceiling, the heavens. Imperium means empire or kingdom. You'll notice the word empire in there. Okay. Habitaculum, well, that's habitation of the gods. So the imperium of heaven, inhabited by the gods, and all, omni, all, and all the elect, not the elite. They will be deletes. Not, see, here, when we go back, this is home, guys. This is our home. This is just a dream. This is just a theatre. Theatre is the same word for earth. And heart. They're all the same word. So, can you see the word elect?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the elites, they're also, what they're doing is they're trying to take us away from this, because this is how creation is. They're trying to make you a pseudoscience, godless freak who thinks he's upside down in Australia surfing the waves, and the theory of gravity, which can't suck a fart, is holding you up to the ocean so you don't fall off the bottom of the Santa ball. What cheek of the globetards to say, you flat earthers, you're going to fall off the edge of the flat earth. Well, what about you dumb fucks at the bottom in the southern hemisphere? You're not falling off the bottom of the Santa ball. You're the stupid ones. You're laughing at the intelligent ones. Look, when I get on my bed to sleep, I don't wake up in the morning on the floor. You can't. If you're a human and you see and there is such a thing as the edge of the earth, you're not going to go, oh, there's the edge. I'll be a dumb cunt like my mother taught me, and I'll just fall off it, won't I? No, when I go to bed, I stay on my bed. I don't fall. I've never fallen off my bed. If I jump on a table, I don't fall off a table. So laughing at people about who's even fallen off the edge of the earth, you know, how this just shows the stupidity. They have to reach for kindergarten childish arguments to make you, the truther, look stupid. Nah, not while I'm alive. While Santos Bonacci is alive, I will remove the heads of all the lying fuckers that have ever lived, just like King David did to Goliath. period. There's no way that any of these lying mofos are going to get away with it while I'm alive. Okay. And I've already done it. For 10 years, I've destroyed their models, so they might as well just go to the toilet and just do poo all day long, because they're not worth anything. They've been debunked. They haven't had anything. They haven't had any fact or anything to disprove anything that I've done. I've done hundreds of videos. They're all on Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, Odyssey, everywhere, Instagram, all over the internet about flat Earth, and no answers from the globetards, because they're too stupid. They're just too stupid, and I hate stupid. I've hated it since the day I was born. Ugh. 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 All right, here we go, guys. Look into this Galileo affair, and you'll work it out. Okay, just have a bit of research here. I haven't got time. Was Pythagoras? Look at this, right? Pythagoras was not geocentric. He believed that the Earth rotated around a central fire, you see, which also rotated around the sun. So you see these idiots, flat earthers, who think they're so freaking clever, saying that Pythagoras was the first stupid idiot that taught this flying Santa ball bullshit. It's so freaking wrong. It says here, Pythagoras did not believe in any of these models, geocentric and heliocentric, because he was smart, like Tycho Brahe, and he taught the real model. It's geo-heliocentric, period. Have a look at this. No, Pythagoras was not heliocentric. He believed that the Earth orbited a central fire, which the sun also orbited. He also believed that the central fire was not visible from Earth. Now, I'm just showing you these things because I'm building up. Pythagoras' model of the universe was a complex spherical model, yes, like I just showed you on my board, that placed the Earth at the center and depicted the universe as an ordered unit. Pythagoras believed the Earth was a sphere and that the sphere was the most perfect solid figure. Yes, he's talking about the primum mobile and everything I showed you on the board, that sphere. And now we're going to talk about the cube. So there's also cubes involved in the Earth, guys. Okay, and we have to understand this. You must understand. Oh, well, we'll get there. Okay, so Plato's models of the universe was based on the geocentric model. And he was a Pythagorean, guys, placed the Earth at the center of the universe. Here is Greek wisdom, guys, at its fucking best. Plato, the greatest. Okay. Plato believed that the Earth was a stationary sphere, and it is. He also believed that the Earth was made up of cubes, which he described as platonic in shape. All right, we're going to see that in a minute, okay? Just relax. So Plato imagined the Earth was a stationary sphere, not a cylinder. Surrounding the Earth was the moon, sun, Venus. Well, we've done that, okay? And that's true, in that order. Moon, no. It's moon, Mercury, Venus, sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, don't worry. You'll see that anyway. Okay, let's have a look at this. So we've got, what have we got here? Geocentric model. There it is. And you'll find that in the Islamic age, the golden age of Islam, they taught it. In Egypt, flat Earth. Here in Mexico, the Mayans, the Toltecs, flat Earth, geocentrism. The Greeks, the Romans, flat Earth, right? It's all flat Earth. And then all of a sudden, let's just have a read of what we've got down here. What was I reading? Oh, shit. The geocentric model entered Greek astronomy at an early point. It can be found in pre-Socratic philosophy. There you go. That means for a billion years. Simple. In the 6th century, Anaximander proposed a cosmology with Earth shaped like the section of a pillar, a cylinder, held aloft the center of everything. The sun, moon, and the planets were holes in invisible wheels surrounding Earth through the holes. Humans could see concealed fire. At the same time, Pythagoras thought the Earth was a sphere, yes, and we're going to show how we can reconcile both the flat Earth and the sphere. Okay, just be patient. In accordance with observation, but not at the center. Well, that's not true. You will see. He believed that it was in motion around an unseen fire. Well, I'm going to explain all this. This is all explainable. Later, these views were combined, so most... yep, okay, we know that. I didn't want to read that. I wanted to read something here, which was 3. Although the basic tenets of Greek geocentrism were established by the time of Aristotle, which is still his teaching, by the way. Funny about that. The flat Earth has never, ever gone away, because they are still teaching Aristotle in school, and Aristotle was a geocentrist stationary earther. The Ptolemaic system developed by the Hellenistic astrologer Ptolemy, well, that's the model I've got behind me, Claudius Ptolemy, the most famous astrologer of all time, bar none, in the 2nd century AD, finally standardized geocentrism. His main astronomical work, the Almagest, accumulation of centuries of work by Hellenic Babylonian astronomers. For over a millennium, European and Islamic astronomers assumed it was the correct cosmological model. Because of its influence, people sometimes wrongly think the Ptolemaic system is identical with the geocentric model. Well, it is, because, of course, look, I'm going to do this again one day, and I'm going to stay off Wikipedia, but I'm showing you how you can find all these things just by doing 5-minute researches. All right? It's very, very easy. In the fully developed Aristotelian system, the spherical Earth is at the center of the universe. So already they're teaching this in the universities, guys. You know, you can take a course on Aristotle and Greek philosophy in any university today, Georgetown, any Jesuit university. You can go anywhere in the world, China, you can go to fucking Russia, you can go anywhere and you can learn this Aristotelian Earth at the center of the universe model. Do you even realize that? You weren't told this in school. Why the fuck weren't you taught this in freaking school? But they've got this stupid looking globe on there, which at the bottom says not for educational purposes, and yet they're teaching Aristotle. He was the greatest. Oh, he was the greatest. Yes, he taught that the Earth was the center of the universe. And all other heavenly bodies are attached to the rotating spheres surrounding the Earth, all concentric with it. There you go. I showed you the concentric model. The number is so high because the spheres known as crystalline spheres all moved at different uniform speeds to create the revolution of bodies around the Earth. They were composed of an incorruptible substance called ether. Yeah, well, Einstein got rid of that, didn't he? For all the dum-dums who go to school. Funny thing about me, I don't do jobs, I don't do school, I don't do bosses, and I don't do taxes. And history will tell that. So, yeah, Everything I've learned, music, languages, astrology, all by myself. I don't go to any gurus and people who do farts and poo to learn things because they're all doing farts and poo. Yeah, I'd rather get it directly from the gods who don't fart and poo.
Santos, can you tell us a little bit more about the cubes that we were alluding to with the Earth?
I'm getting there right now. I'm going to finish right now. How are we going with time?
Yeah, probably about 10 more minutes, I should imagine, mate.
Okay, I'm going to be a cheeky bugger and light up a cone. Okay, so can you see my remember we read this before, guys? Anaximander. Anaximander basically is the most representative of all the Greeks when it comes to cataloging, tabulating, and categorizing everything known to humans. This guy here, right here, this guy, Anaximenes. This guy here is pretty much the go-to guy, pretty much like Thales, Solon, Socrates, and Plato. Okay? Right. Well, this is the world we live in, guys. This is the cube, the hypercube, or the tesseract. Please watch this. Why doesn't it play?
Dimensional cube or tesseract, undergoing a rotation along both the X, Y, and ZW planes simultaneously. This completely boggled my mind, and I just had to simulate it. First of all, let's rotate it.
So you are inside a sphere, inside this inner cube, guys. You live inside of a cube. Everywhere you go, there is a black light cube surrounding you, and you cannot see it. And you cannot even see the physical toroidal field, which is your torso. Your torso is inside this cube. And this is how it works, guys. This basically, the cosmos is like this.
And results. The intuitive energetic heart is what people have associated with their inner voice throughout history. From our perspective, the energetic heart communicates a steady stream of intuitive information to the mind and brain, which in most cases we only use a small percentage of, because our ego choices overrides the intuitive suggestion. Access to our heart's intuition varies among people, yet we all have it. As we learn to slow down our mind and attune to our deeper heart feelings, our natural intuitive connection can occur. Intuition is like energetic gold. Intuitive insights often unfold more understanding of ourselves, others, issues, and life than years of accumulation.
See that apple? Can you see the apple? That's Adam's apple, or was it Eve's apple?
That's why the state of coherence is rapidly gaining interest. In this state, more and more people are reporting increased access to their heart's intuitive guidance, realizing it's within them. And with a little practice, it's easier to access than they thought.
Ready? Let's go here. I've got slow internet.
A growing body. Individuals in heart coherence, the heart radiates a more coherent electromagnetic energy field that can benefit people, animals, and the environment. A growing body of scientific evidence suggests that when there is coherent group cooperation, it results in increased flow, effectiveness, and the potential for higher outcomes.
Okay. Oh no! Don't tell me. No. Tesseract. Understanding the Tesseract. Oh no. I can't fail you in this. You have to watch this video, please. I hope you've got time, guys. I had an amazing video. Maybe if I go through my history. Oh no. Where is that video? No. Oh, dang.
Projections from 4D to 3D, we have to assume that our screen can somehow hold three-dimensional objects, but let's ignore that for now. Basically, all we need to do is divide every element in the matrix by LW minus W, where LW is the position of the light source on the W axis, and W is the position of the point itself that we are projecting. Now, here's the cool part. By varying our LW parameter, the location of our light source along the W axis, we can see dramatically different visualizations, even though the rotations themselves have not changed. So there you have it. How to simulate a tesseract undergoing double rotation. I found this incredibly cool, and I hope you did too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All right, guys, I'm going to try and find the video, which is the one that will really... Oh, God. Dang. See, I didn't realize this was going to be at 1 o'clock. I was preparing to have a lot of time to prepare this, and obviously I haven't. Jesus, oh no. Maybe I can send it to you and you can add it to the end of the video, Ian, so we don't wait.
Don't worry. I mean, one of the things, Santos, with all of the knowledge that you have, where can people find you? Where's the best place for people to find you these days?
YouTube channel called Syncretism. And on BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, it's either Santos Bonacci or Mr. Astrotheology. Mr. Astrotheology, one word.
Excellent. And how can they support you, Santos?
Join my Patreon. Every week I do a lecture, and it's amazing. I was supposed to be doing it now, actually, at 2 o'clock every Tuesday, but I didn't. I thought this show was going to be tonight. I thought I had all afternoon to prepare myself, and I just put this together in about 10 minutes. So. And all those circles I did there, that took me about half an hour, man. Everything behind me on my board, I just did that real quick. Here it is. This is it, guys. This is the last video. You'll understand everything. This you will never see. This is the matrix. This is dielectricity. It's not the magnetic world which creates torus fields. Inside of these cubes are worlds, solar systems, spheres with plane of inertia, planet of Earth, horizontal middles, mid-Earth, Midgard, etc. This is called the hypercube or the tesseract. Everywhere you go, this is around you. You cannot escape this. It's the matrix. This is the prism or the prison, whichever, if you use an M or an N to finish the word. You can call it a prism of light or a prison. It's the same thing. The prism is the prison. The prison is the prism. It's the same word. This is your prison, and this is where you will escape this to go to the Imperium, to the empire of the gods and all the blessed souls. All right, guys, that's it. There's a lot more I want to show you, but gee, man.
That's amazing. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Santos Bonacci. Santos, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Santos, I've got one question. I don't know if we've got any questions in the audience. I know we've kept him here for a bit, and we really appreciate all of that energy and information. But are you talking about that cube? Is that the same cube that they worship in the Mecca? Is that what the cube is designed for? The same cube on the graduational hats from universities? Is it all the same thing?
Yeah, it's the black cube that the Jews wear here. It's the black Kaaba at Mecca that they go counterclockwise around. It's the black cube that you see in every one of the corporate banks, skyscrapers in the city, in their parks. At ground zero, you will see black cubes everywhere because they're not telling you. Then don't interpret things the wrong way. They're telling you that if you don't understand cubes and spheres, you know nothing. Leonardo da Vinci showed that 500 years ago with the Vitruvian Man. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what was I going to say? What was the question?
To do the black cube. To do the black cube.
Okay. So, see these black marks I have here? I put black here. Did you notice that? Yeah. Yeah. See it there?
Yeah.
See it there?
Yeah.
Okay. That is surrounding our solar system. It's surrounding all of this, guys, this onion.
You okay? Santos, you good?
Yeah, hang on. I'll show you what so this is the apple. This is your torso, a torus field. Red shift, blue shift. Your top chakra is blue. Your bottom chakra is red. It's a rainbow. It's going through your body. It's the electromagnetic spectrum because only electromagnetism can exist in this world. Dielectricity, the cube, that is in counter space. It's not spatial. It has no locus. It has no topos. No locus, no location, and it has no topos. It's everywhere and it's nowhere. And that's why some people say, oh, it's not real anyway. Why would you bother asking about whether the Earth's a sphere or a fucking... It's not real. It's real. You're sitting there drinking. I can see tables. I can see people drinking and eating. That's real. This is real. Everything is real. Only it's temporal. This is where people say stupid half-truths all the time and they believe unto themselves that they are whole truths. It's real. It's a plain Earth. It doesn't matter. It's not a sphere. We're not flying in space. We're floating in space. We're not flying, and it is real, but it's temporal. It's here today, gone tomorrow. Now, what made that big, big noise before? So, in astrology, these are the houses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But this is what's happening every day, every 24 hours. So at the moment, the sun, the moon's in Libra. The sun is Scorpio. Where's Scorpio? Here it is. So here's the sun. So every day this is what happens. And this is the rising sign, your ascendant. Now mine is Leo. I have a Leo rising, 18 degrees. So this is what my chart looks like. Aries is here. Aquarius is on my 7th house. 7th house. Now, so every 2 hours, the sun does this. That's 2 hours. Another 2 hours. I'll try and keep this horizontal. Another 2 hours. So depending on what time you're born, you'll have a different rising every 2 hours. You could be born on the same day as your cousin, but if you were born like 4 hours apart, you'll have a different rising sign, because that's where your rising sign is. So this guy will, today, let's say today, what's today, the 29th of October. All right, so the sun's about here now, it's 2 o'clock, because this is a 24-hour clock. So Scorpio's here right now in my sky. I can see the sun over there. It's 3 o'clock. So there's the 3 o'clock. That's the hour hand. Okay? Now, Pisces is rising right now. Wherever you are on Earth, right now, Pisces is rising with Neptune and Saturn in them. Mercury's here with the Sun, and Venus is in Sag. They're always together, always. So this is what's happening every 24 hours, guys. That's all. Remember, we said that all of this is turning clockwise, but the prima mobile, it's going counterclockwise. Everything is going against each other. But daily, the 12 zodiac signs and the sun and the moon and all these. See, where's the Earth? Where's the Earth here? There's Mercury, Venus, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune. Where's the Earth? Well, it's this. Here's the Earth. That's called the line of the Earth, the line of truth. This never changes. From the AC to the DC, the line of the Earth. That's where the Earth is. So your rising sign is your Earth sign. Your sun sign is where your sun is, and your moon sign is where your moon sign. And those are the 3 most important things. Your moon sign, your sun sign, and your rising sign. Okay, so what's going on is that all these planets are going this way every day, but along the ecliptic, they are going counterclockwise. They go this way because for instance, what's after Scorpio? Sagittarius. What's after Sagittarius? Capricorn. What's after Capricorn? The new year starts here, January 1st, Aquarius. So you can see that even though everything is going this way, all of these planets, they're actually going counterclockwise, whilst the ether is doing this every day, and the Earth is stationary, guys. And how do you know that if you're an astrologer? Because there's no Earth out here. It's not out here. The Earth would be here. One of these Saturn, one of these little magnet things that I've got here, there would be an Earth here. There is no Earth here because it is The line of the Earth is here, and everything is geocentric. Thank you very much for your time. And if you've got any questions, I'll answer them.
Santos, I think you've blown all our minds a little bit, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Santos Bonacci. Santos, we thank you for that, my friend. We really appreciate your time. We know you're busy. I appreciate you doing that for me personally. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Santos Bonacci.
Thanks, guys.
Let's take care.
You too. Much love.
Research Flash.